Right friends, welcome back to revision session. This is 21st session. We will go up to 30 and look at the first issue, shale gas. I asked a question in the Q&A section, and here I would like to tell you few points before switching over to the next topic. First one is, it is entrapped within shale formations instead of rock strata like limestone or sandstone. 2-3 important points, please don't forget. One is, shale is a sedimentary rock, and hydraulic fracturing is the process most commonly used to release natural gas. Then hydraulic fracturing is particularly important. Why hydraulic fracturing is required? It is required because of the reason this gas is trapped within rock formations of very low permeability. This is very important point. Then next important point is fracturing fluid. In this hydraulic fracturing, the fracturing fluid contains 99.95% water and sand with a small proportion of additives, and they are injected very high pressure into the rock strata at around 3 kilometers below the surface. So why this is injected at very high pressure? It is injected because the force of water creates a network of tiny fissures in the rock, and the water flow acts as a delivery mechanism for the sand. So what will happen? Sand will find its way into these newly created cracks to ensure that they will remain open. So in a nutshell, the rocks are of low permeability. So that's why some fissures are to be created. These fissures are created with forceful injection of water, sand and additives mix. Then this will create fissures, and sand will intrude into the cracks developed so that they will remain open for the flow of gas into the well. So this is the mechanism of shale gas, right? So please look into this picture. When you look at the second one, this is gluten. This gluten is quite often in the news. Gluten is nothing but the proteins found in cereal grains endosperm. This gluten naturally occurs. This is protein, please don't forget. This naturally occurs in wheat, barley. Please look into this picture. I have shown here what is endosperm. So here in this endosperm, this gluten is nothing but protein. Then why it is into the news? It is into the news because of the reason, if someone with celiac disease consumes gluten, then what happens? It triggers an immune response that damages their intestines, preventing them from absorbing vital nutrients. So because of the usage of this wheat, barley, the persons suffering from this celiac disease, sometimes causes dysentery. This is the disease pertaining to small intestine. So if the foods which are having the gluten are taken, then what happens? It damages their intestines, preventing them from absorbing vital nutrients in future. Not only that, the chronic gastrointestinal disorder called irritable bowel syndrome or IBS is another condition that is affected by gluten, right? So gluten is very important because it is into the news. Then let us go ahead. Bio ink. What is bio ink? This is developed by the scientists of University of Bristol, and they developed a new stem cell containing bio ink. I will come to a little while from now the meaning of stem cell and what is the purpose of bio ink. Bio ink facilitates 3D printing of complex living tissues, and these living tissues will be used for surgical implants. So the bio ink containing stem cells allows scientists to 3D print of living tissues. And here don't forget, living tissues of the human beings can be printed, and this is bio ink, right? And this contains both natural polymer and synthetic polymer. Please look into this picture. Body parts can be 3D printed, and this is known as bio ink, and the natural polymer was extracted from seaweed. Please look into this picture. Natural polymer was extracted from seaweed, and it provides structural support when the cell nutrients are introduced. Natural polymer provides structural support when the cell nutrients are introduced. Then the synthetic polymer used in medical industry helps the bio ink to change its state from liquid to solid when the temperature is raised. So these are the purposes of both natural polymer and synthetic polymer. So please don't forget, bio ink, this allows 3D printing of complex living tissues. Then we have to look at stem cells. Stem cells means this is the cell of a multicellular organism, and which is capable of generating indefinitely more cells of same type. So if you want in detail, please look into this. This stem cell facilitates replication of same type of cells. So same type of cells can be replicated. At the same time, this stem cell can differentiate into multiple tissues also. So stem cell can replicate similar cells, at the same time can differentiate into multiple cells. So this will also facilitate development of certain other kinds of cells by cellular differentiation, and here the same cells are formed through the process known as mitosis. So in the stem cell treatments, new adult cells are introduced into the damaged tissue through the intervention strategy to treat the disease. So this is all about bio ink and stem cells. Please don't forget. Let us go ahead. This is one important item. Guwahati and river dolphin. Here Guwahati became the first city in the country to have its own city animal. Here Gangetic river dolphin, locally known as a Sihu, please don't forget, and less than 2000 Gangetic river dolphins remain in the Brahmaputra river along Guwahati, and this was selected after voting process. So Guwahati is the first city to have its own city animal, and in the voting process it defeated greater adjutant stork and black soft shell turtle, please don't forget, and Gangetic river dolphin. A question is expected on this. Please clear about this. It is the national aquatic animal of India. It is also known as tiger of Ganga. Scientific name is Platanista gangetica, and it is a freshwater dolphin, very important, and it shares habitat with freshwater turtles, crocodiles and wetland birds. And Gangetic dolphins are generally blind. Please understand as much information as possible about Gangetic dolphin, and uses ultrasonic sound to catch their prey. It uses ultrasonic sound, and here males are smaller than females. Then IUCN has listed it as endangered. Then the threat is from how this Gangetic dolphin is threatened. That can be important question, and the threat is from entanglement of fishing nets. Entanglement in fishing nets, that is one reason. Second is hunting for their oil and meat. Then poisoning of water supply of river because of letting down of industrial sewage, at the same time agricultural chemicals. Another important aspect is building of the dams. This is causing the segregation of populations and has a narrowed gene pool in which dolphins can be bred. So here, because of the construction of the dams, what happens? Here the gene pool is narrowed down, right? So these are the issues which are threatening Gangetic river dolphin, and Ministry of Environment launched Ganges River Dolphin Conservation Program. in 1997 to build scientific database of their population status. Right friends, let us go ahead. Bangladesh declared March 25 as a Genocide Day. Here Pakistani army began Operation Searchlight on that day in 1971. In fact, Pakistani army, please don't forget, in those days, these two were part of Pakistan. I am talking about present day Pakistan and present day Bangladesh. So, these two were part of Pakistan in those days, and here what happened, Pakistan army launched Operation Searchlight. So, to commemorate that, March 25 was declared as Genocide Day by our neighboring country Bangladesh, and Bangladesh was then known as East Pakistan, and here Pakistani army along with some local army Jamaat-e-Islami unleashed violence, and they targeted students and teachers of Dhaka University. Over 7,000 people were killed, and this is known as Operation Searchlight, and to commemorate that, March 25 is declared as Genocide Day. Look into the next one. Sentinel 2B spacecraft was launched by Europe. Then two things I would like to tell you. One is Sentinel program of European Space Agency, or you can say Europe's Sentinel program, and the second one is United States of America's NASA's New Frontier program. So, you should have clear differentiation between both. First, let us look at the Sentinel series program. Sentinel is the Europe's ambitious Earth observation program. This is Sentinel. If someone talks about it, it is Europe's program. It is Earth observation program, and here you see Sentinels constitute the space segment of European Union's Copernicus Environment Monitoring Program. Overall, this European Union's Copernicus Environment Monitoring Program is there. This is most important program, Copernicus Environment Monitoring Program, and one segment of it, or you can say space segment, is Sentinel. So, Sentinel program is the space segment of European Union's Copernicus Environment Monitoring Program. So, here applications range from urban planning to air quality monitoring, as well as to track deforestation and glacier retreat. And if we look at other platforms, Sentinel-1 radar platform, Sentinel-3 ocean sensors like that, atmosphere, ocean height, constellation of satellites, polar mission. So, overall you can say this Sentinel series is space segment of European Union's Copernicus Environment Monitoring Program. Please keep it in mind. Then New Frontiers program of NASA, please don't forget. This is European Union's space segment. Then this is the NASA's initiative. This is researching several of the solar system bodies, including the dwarf planet Pluto. So, researching this solar system bodies is New Frontiers program. New Frontiers program, please look into this. One is New Horizons. New Horizons is to explore Pluto, moons and Kuiper belt. So, Pluto, then moons and Kuiper belt. So, this is the area. So, for monitoring this New Horizons program is meant for. Then Juno. Juno is the program to explore Jupiter. So, to explore Jupiter, Juno is there. And at the same time, Osiris-Rex. Osiris-Rex is the program to study asteroid Bennu, a carbonaceous asteroid. To study asteroid Bennu, this Osiris-Rex is intended. So, New Horizons, Juno, Osiris-Rex, these are part of New Frontiers program. So, please understand. Then IRNSS, this is a constellation of 7 satellites. So, India already sent these 7 satellites, and what will happen because of these 7? Because of these 7 satellites, these are navigation satellite system, you can say. Because of these satellites, we will have accurate position information system. We will have our own GPS, in other words. At present, we are using GPS of United States of America. So, it will provide alternative to GPS of USA, GLONASS of Russia, Galileo of Europe, Beidou of China. So, similarly, our IRNSS provides us our own accurate positioning information system. And here one important aspect is it will provide real-time position information of objects to users across the country and in the region extending to an area of 1500 kilometers. So, across the country and beyond our country up to 1500 kilometers, these 7 navigation satellites will give this real-time positioning information system. Please understand, this is very important. Then Team Indus will launch India's first private moon mission, and Team Indus is one of the participants. Please don't forget, Team Indus is based in Bengaluru and it is one of the participants for this Google Lunar X Prize. So, ISRO is going to launch Team Indus moon mission, and please don't forget, it is a robotic mission. Team Indus moon mission's aim is to land the spacecraft on the moon, and at the same time it will also travel at least 500 meters on the moon and beam high definition images, video and data back to the earth. So, please don't forget, Team Indus is competing for Google Lunar X Prize and ISRO is going to launch it. And another important aspect is Hakuto. This is also aspiring for this Google Lunar X Prize from Japan, and as per the news reports, ISRO is going to launch this mission also. Please don't forget, right? So, Team Indus, this is competing for Google Lunar X Prize. Then world's first driverless bus service was launched in Lyon, France, and the technology, please don't forget, that is a LiDAR, L-I-D-A-R. What is a LiDAR? LiDAR is light detection and ranging, and here it measures the distances by illuminating a target with a laser light, right? So, it measures the distances, and this technology is known as LiDAR or LiDAR technology. It is a 3D scanning or laser scanning with terrestrial, airborne and mobile applications. So, driverless bus service or driverless objects or driverless vehicles are in the news. So, please don't forget the LiDAR, right? Then Mischius, world's first quantum satellite, was launched by China. So, China launched world's longest super secured quantum communication line also. So, when you look at China, these two things please don't forget. Mischius, this is the world's first quantum satellite. At the same time, China also launched world's longest super secured quantum communication line. So, this Mischius satellite will be connected with the quantum communication line between Beijing and Shanghai. So, it enables space to earth, highly secured, hack-proof quantum communication network, right? So, please look into this picture, and here quantum communication line, China launched 712 kilometer quantum communication line, and this is ultra high security network. What is the purpose of this quantum communication line? The purpose is it is difficult to wiretap, intercept or crack the information transmitted through this communication line, and it is part of 2000 kilometer quantum communication line between Beijing and Shanghai. You may have a pertinent doubt, what is quantum communication? Here you see, quantum communication uses subatomic particles. Most important, quantum communication uses subatomic particles to securely communicate between 2 points. So, this process is mainly quantum entanglement of photons. Photons are subatomic particles, and nobody can tap into this line, as a photon can be neither separated nor duplicate it. If anyone tries to tap the network, it will inevitably corrupt the signal. It will immediately inform the two communicating users of the presence of third party in the communication network. So friends, these two please don't forget. This is Mischius, world's first quantum satellite launched by China. At the same time, please don't forget quantum communication line. China launched 712 kilometer quantum communication line, and this is quantum communication. The meaning of quantum communication is this. Please be cautious about this. And China also claimed that it tested stealth defeating quantum radar. What is stealth? Stealth means difficult to detect. And as per the news report, prior to this, USA is the only country to test quantum radar. So, quantum radar uses quantum entanglement photons. So, when we are talking about quantum communication or quantum radar, the thing which should come to your mind is this photons, or you can say subatomic particles. So, quantum radar uses quantum entanglement photons to provide better detection capabilities, right? So, it can easily track modern aircraft using stealth technology, right friends? Indian Coast Guard recently commissioned fast patrol vessels Aryaman and Atulya. So, if some question is asked about Aryaman and Atulya, these are fast patrol vessels for patrolling of the seas, and these are built by Cochin Shipyard Limited. Please don't forget. Union Science and Technology Minister Dr. Harshvardhan launched Biotech Kisan. Here Kisan stands for Krishi Innovation Science Application Network. Krishi Innovation Science Application Network. It empowers farmers, especially women, and under this program, fellowships will be given to women farmers for training and education in farm practices. So, it is to connect farmers, scientists and scientific institutions across the country, and it is going to be implemented in 15 agroclimatic zones in the country. So, Delhi University developed genetically modified mustard, please don't forget, and Punjab Agricultural University announced that it has developed country's first genetically modified variety of cotton. This PAUBT1, this is developed by Punjab Agricultural University, and this F1861 developed jointly with the CICR. RS2013 developed jointly Punjab Agricultural University with the CICR, and all three varieties carry CRY1AC gene. Please don't forget CRY1AC gene, which gives resistance against bollworm, and the genetic modification involves the introduction of Bt bacterial gene that codes for a protein which kills the bollworm cotton pest, right? So, farmers can keep their own harvest for next year's sowing, and here one beauty is they need not purchase costly cotton seeds every year. So, this is the beauty of this Punjab Agricultural University development of this three varieties of cotton, genetically modified cotton. And at present, cotton is the only GM crop allowed to be cultivated in our country, and the price of these varieties will be much lower than current BT cotton hybrid seeds, and it will cut the cultivation cost. Then India was declared as free. Please don't forget 2014 polio free, 2015 maternal and neonatal tetanus free. World Health Organization declared in 2016 India as free. Please don't forget, as is the bacterial disease. This is the tropical infection of bones, skin and joints caused by bacteria. So, India is declared as free. Please don't forget. National Intelligence Grid. This can be a potential question. This is the ambitious intelligence project, and it is a centralized agency and intended to store sensitive information on citizens from almost 2 dozen agencies, and it is to be made available for counter terror investigations. So, the database integrated intelligence grid, or you can say this NAT grid is integrated intelligence grid connecting database of core security agencies of the government of India to collect comprehensive patterns of intelligence that can be readily accessed by intelligence agencies. Then Supreme Court has introduced middle income group scheme. Please don't forget middle income group scheme. This is self-supporting scheme which provides legal services to the middle income group citizens whose gross income do not exceed rupees 60,000 per month, right, to make filing petitions easy for the underprivileged strata of the society. This is the initiative of Supreme Court which decided to introduce this scheme. Right friends, with this let us conclude the 21st revision class. Have a nice day. Thank you.